Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly winery update. I'm Amanda. Thank you so much for joining me. If you know the drill, you know it. Let me know what you are sipping on tonight or tomorrow, whatever day you're watching this. We're happy to have you joining us. So let me know what you're sipping on. I have a little elderflower lemon a rosé spritzer. So I've got the elderflower mixer I have Marquette Rosé and Sprite in here. So I think I'm onto something. It's very good. I know we almost always use like margarita, Wine Wednesday. I don't know what day of the week it is today, even. Today's Wednesday, and we normally use Wine Wednesday with the elderflower mixer, but I'm switching it up, and I thought a rosé with it would be really good. So, and that's what I've got going on here in my glass. If you guys are drinking something good, let me know. Okay. So we have a new month, which means we have a whole bunch of new stuff to talk about. And I am here to break it all down for you. Starting off, we talked a little about it last week, but starting now on Saturday, we released the wine of the month. It is called White Fox Wonder. So White Fox Wonder is a semi-sweet white blend. It's so good. It is on the drier side for a semi-sweet, I will say, which is good news because the dry side of our white wine list, the stock is dwindling. Traminette's low, La Crescent's low. Chardonnay is low, but thankfully we do have another tank of that's going to be ready to bottle in a good minute. So thankfully that one won't be disappearing as quickly. But this one, if you are a big fan of Saval and Widow's Weekend, this one's just going to be a tish drier than those, but still fruity and crisp. So it's very good. Might be one of my new favorites. So Christian's drinking Carbless. I haven't tried those yet, but most of those little drinks that come in cans like that, I'm not a fan. I gotta have wine or harder stuff. All right, so we've got our wine of the month, and next I want to talk about the cocktail of the month, Tropical Punch. Whew, I made a couple of these over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and they smelled and looked amazing. I still haven't tried one yet. It seems like a real coincidence that I'm never around when the cocktail for the photos gets made, and then I never get to try it. Coincidentally, the same few people are around every time and get to drink said cocktail. So I can't tell you for sure how delicious it is, but I can tell you what's in it, and you can do the math and figure out. I'm sure it's amazing. So we have Wine Wednesday, pretty sure. It was a little crazy this weekend when I was making it. Then there was Pina Colada, Pineapple, which, okay, normal, but you kind of got a colada mix. Here's what takes the turn. We add a splash of cranberry juice to it, and that's what I think truly makes it tropical. Not the pineapple or colada mix. It's the twist of cranberry. Then there's, I believe, a twist of lime. I don't know about that. I'm dwindling on my memory here of how to make this thing. Thankfully, the recipe is like right in front of you when you're trying to make it behind the bar. But they were flying. People were loving it. We do still have some of the spicy mango margarita, though, from last month. We are keeping that on the list through summer here. So if you're a big fan of that, that didn't go anywhere. That's some good news. So the cocktail of the month, though, for July is this beautiful tropical punch. Then for this week, we have another delicious slushy duo. We have strawberry and Throwback Thursday. Somebody, we had a tour group yesterday, and so we made the slushies a day in advance, and she drank the Throwback Thursday one and was like, oh my God, this is like drinking Kool-Aid almost. Like, it's so good. So very smooth. The strawberry one and the Throwback Thursday, will they mix? My vote is yes. I agree. I think this week's flavors will mix together quite nicely. So come on in, try them separately or try them mixed together. Could be good. Summer collection is starting to get low, especially on strawberry. So come on in sooner than later and get your summer collection wines. Also, last month's wine of the month, red, white, and berry, is available to everyone now, but it is a limited stock. I believe once what's left is gone, it's gone till probably next season. That's definitely going to be a seasonal one. So come and get it. Okay, events this week. All right, let's get talking. So we have Rock the Grounds is our off-site event for the weekend. This is at the Rock County Fairgrounds. It is a 2-day event. Friday night, they have teamed up with the beef producers, and they are going to be serving up their annual steak dinner meals. So you can swing in, grab one of those, then head over to the wine and beer area, get your beverage, and then listen to some music. So that's the Friday night plan. Then on Saturday, the food trucks come out. So they will have a whole bunch of food trucks. Last year, I think they had at least a dozen. They were all delicious. I mean, the food, when you're serving up wine, people come to the wine trailer with their food in their hands. And so you get to see firsthand all the delicious food. So I can fairly say, sadly, I didn't get to taste all the food, but I did get to see a lot of it. And it all looked so good. What I did taste was the pizza. The pizza was amazing. So hopefully that food truck is coming back. But otherwise, I'm happy and more than willing to try some new ones as well. So they'll have food truck, beer and wine again, and music again on Saturday. So this is at the Rock County Fairgrounds. I think this is kind of like a fun event to get people pumped up for the actual 4-H fair that's happening at the end of the month and showcase how fun the fairgrounds can be. So come and join us Friday, Saturday, both days at the Rock County Fairgrounds for Rock the Grounds. Then Friday, you can also come and join us at the winery for sitcom trivia. I'm going to see, maybe I can get set up at Rock the Grounds and then run back to the winery so I can join in on sitcom trivia, because thankfully Christian is hosting and coming up with the questions. So I could potentially play. You might see me. Although there's an interesting mix of sitcoms this time. They have, for the questions, it's going to be Seinfeld, which I've seen some episodes, but I'm no Seinfeld expert. One Tree Hill, also not an expert. But then The Office, Schitt's Creek, New Girl, Grey's Anatomy. There's a ton of good sitcoms. Apparently, the last time we did sitcom trivia, all the teams voted on these shows that we're doing again, or doing for this round of sitcom trivia. They all came together and we're like, all right, we need these shows to have an amazing sitcom trivia night. And so that's what we're doing. We listened. And so hopefully you and your team of up to 6 people can come and join us Friday at 6 p.m. at the Winery, sitcom trivia. Saturday's just a regular day at the Winery. Rock the Grounds, of course, we already talked about. And then on Sunday, our favorites, one of our favorites, I guess. We can't always pick favorites, but one of our favorites, Charlie and the folky music duo, will be coming and playing hopefully on the patio from 2 to 4 on Sunday. So Charlie and when they first started playing at the Winery, I think they had like just gotten engaged. And so Alex and Olivia are their first names, and then Charlie and Ann are their middle names. And so they are going to be coming and singing and playing. Alex plays the guitar, and they play like kind of pop music with a little folky vibe. To me, it's some of the like most perfect Winery chill vibe kind of music for Sunday fun day, drinking wine, again, hopefully on the patio, and enjoying a good time. All right. So that's what we've got going on this week. Let's start talking about all the other fun stuff we have coming up here for, I almost said June. It's July. All the other fun stuff that we have going on for July. So next week, we've done a couple of these different events, and they are always such a fun time. The Forward Janesville group is the Janesville like Chamber of Commerce, essentially. And they every month do a business after 5, and different local businesses host them. And so this business after 5 next Thursday, July 13th from 5 to 7 is spotlighting Latinx business owners and members of the community. And so it's going to be more fiesta themed. And so we're going to be serving up some Margarita Monday and Sassy Saturday Sangria and Coronas. So it's going to be a good time. This event is going to take place at Premier Bank, their Janesville office. And there is a fee. So if you want to come and join, it's $10 for non-Forward Janesville members. If you are a Forward Janesville member, it's only $5, and that includes food and 2 drink tickets. And there's multiple hosts. So it's at Premier Bank, but Cullen, Wittenhouse, of course, Forward Janesville. And I can't quite read that last logo, but it's going to be a good event. These always are such a fun time. Milton does business after 5 events too. So if you're a Miltonite, then make sure to check the Milton Chamber of Commerce for that event. I know they just did one in conjunction with the 4th of July festival up at Schilberg Park. So that one just happened. The Milton one did. And then now the Janesville one's happening next week at Premier Bank. So come and join us for that. Some other fun events we've got coming up here. The Women for Wellness golf outing is that same day. So earlier in the day, going to be hitting up the Janesville Country Club and pouring some wine for the Women for Wellness outing. I have recently taken up golf myself. I went to the Special Olympics golf outing a couple of weeks ago and had such a fun time. And then went golfing again on Monday and Tuesday this week. So I somehow golfed 18 holes 2 days in a row. And so I will happily be serving wine this time on the golf course. And in the meantime, though, I think I need to hit the driving range and hone in on some skills. But I think I played okay. I know Ethan might say otherwise. He golfed with me on Monday, and Christian says hashtag best golfer ever. I think I probably have potential to be the best golfer ever, but definitely not quite there yet. So June 13th, Women for Wellness golf outing. Then on June 13th, why do I want it? I guess I still want it to be June. I'm not going to lie. I can't believe it's July already. I think my subconscious is in denial because I just keep saying June. So it is July. I need to accept it. It's okay. It's July. So July 14th, we are going to have our friends from Webs of Grief stopping by for Wino Bingo. The bingo nights for July are the 14th and the 28th. So Webs of Grief will be here for both of those nights. Bingo always starts at 6 p.m. We've got all our delicious food, so you can come for a little Friday night dinner and support an amazing cause. Webs of Grief is a very local organization right in Milton, and they support people that are going through different stages of grief. Essentially, they provide counseling and all types of different services for those who need them. So it's a great organization, and we're lucky to have them so close to home, and excited to have them for bingo on next Friday and the 28th. Okay. Whew. Live music every Sunday 2 to 4. We're rocking. Fingers crossed the patio. Otherwise, we bring it inside. Don't worry. We don't let the little rain stop us. Today, we let quite the opposite happen. But Evan Pingle will be playing at the winery on July 16th from 2 to 4. So come and join us for Evan's performance. Then other fun stuff we've got coming up here, the Milton Chamber of Commerce golf outing, July 20th. Form a team or just come and help me pour wine. Then we have sitcom trivia this Friday. In 2 weeks from then, we are going to bring back Family Feud. We've got quite a few Family Feud fans, so we gotta throw it in the mix here and there. So Family Feud will be happening July 21st. Should be a good time, like always. Then I think this is safe to say. I know I always say favorite, but this legit is my favorite event that we have planned for July. July 22nd, we are doing a block party barbecue murder mystery. So this is like, think of your neighborhood barbecue party. Hopefully, maybe you've lived in a neighborhood before where you've all gotten together and just had like a potluck barbecue. Only this time you don't have to bring a dish to pass. Don't worry. Food will be provided. That is included in your ticket. You can just show up ready to have fun with the thought that you might get murdered. So keep that in mind. It's a risk that hopefully you're going to be willing to take, and come and join us. We bumped up the time. So this event is going to be outdoors. We're going to set up a tent and grill out, and it's going to be such a good time. So block party barbecue murder mystery. The tickets are already half sold out. So I would get your tickets sooner than later. I saw just today alone 3 separate orders come through. So people are definitely starting to make their July plans. And so if you know you want to come, you're like, okay, who's coming with me? Get your tickets sooner than later. Laura says she's already got her ticket. She's going to be at this murder mystery. Be like Laura, get your tickets, come and join us for our barbecue murder mystery. This is one of my new hobbies, if you didn't know, is creating murder mysteries and hosting these. So they are always so fun, especially it's an interactive one. I should say that. So all of these are interactive, but we try to gauge people's desire of interaction as they check in for the event. So if you are someone who just wants to chill back, just let us know when you check in, and you can just hang out. But if you're somebody who likes to put on a little show and get very, do a deep dive into the character that you're assigned, then we've got some roles for you too. So there's usually a few murders and a murderer, and it's always fun figuring out who is who. So that's gonna be what we have going on July 22nd. Like I said, we're grilling out. We're gonna have all your favorite kind of potluck dishes. I shouldn't say all your favorites. I don't know what your favorites are, but I guess I should say all my favorites. I think that's safe to say. We're gonna have some good stuff for sure. So come and join us July 22nd, Murder Mystery. Then come and see Brandy and get a psychic reading. Maybe make sure that you're not gonna get murdered for real. I don't know. July 26th, Brandy will be coming to the winery from 4 to 7. We bumped her time up again because the last few times she's been to the winery, her spots fill up really quick. So she's going to come early again so that you guys will have 3 hours to hopefully get in a psychic reading with Brandy. I have yet to have a reading done, but I've heard really good things. So there was one time I get goosebumps almost thinking about it, where Christian and I were in the office talking about hiring someone. We hadn't even posted the position or anything. And Brandy came into the office and was like, "Oh, I heard you guys are looking to hire this position." And we were like, where did you hear that? Because we haven't posted it anywhere, and that's crazy. So that's kind of psychic vibes if you ask me, but I think an actual psychic reading with Brandy would be very interesting. So if you guys have come to one of the readings before, let me know how it went, or just come on July 26th and find out for yourself. All right. Whew. Are we ready for this part? A building update. So things are moving, and they're moving quickly. This last week, some of the stuff that happened is the not so pretty stuff. The septic tanks went in. So you got to have it. What are you going to do? You got to have it. The stuff's got to go somewhere, right? So that was, I can't believe, we were looking at all the different holes and the tanks and the field and everything. It is crazy, guys. The Rock County Health Department made us put in a very massive septic system. And I mean, I'm sure there'll be some days where we're thankful we have it, but man, these are some big tanks that they put in, and the field they started digging and everything. It's crazy. So it's the stuff that you never really see and think about, kind of, that's happening right now. So that all went in. I think the siding guy 5 years later might be done this week. He might be done this year. We'll see. So the siding guy is finally wrapping up. And then as soon as he's finished, word on the street is the Powell concrete crew will be coming in any day now and pouring that giant new patio. Once the patio's up, the balcony that you see here, I wish my hand could go over this photo. That would be so cool. The balcony that's in the middle, the 2-story part, there's going to be a balcony there and stairs. So that is going to go in once the concrete's there, and some of our the light fixtures are going up. The big antler chandelier will be getting delivered soon. Lots of cool stuff. So it's moving along. Hopefully we're still on track for finishing construction at the end of July, which means moving in August. No, I don't have a date. Sorry, guys. I don't have a date. I don't want to jinx it and say like this date and then something happens. He's still working on the siding. Who knows? So we hang tight. All right. So the building's moving along. The vines are looking amazing. Like this is not like today photo, but this is what it looks like today almost. The vineyard looks so good, you guys. The mature grapevines that we have are the like one thing in this world that loved this little drought that we had for sure. So unlike the rest of us, which brings me to my next thing, celebrating some good news for the week. Oh man, my number one good news thing, which if you're watching this live, please comment, or not, even if you're watching this later, please comment with your good news, something we can celebrate with you on. So my good news, it rained, and it rained like we got a nice little downpour. Literally, I have been like sad. I have not seen rain in an entire month until today. And I was working at the computer today. I looked out the window and it was downpouring. And I ran outside and just got drenched. Like I just stood there and was like, I came back into the winery just soaked, but it felt so good, you guys. So here's to hoping we keep getting some more of that rain. I know a lot of farmers that need it and a lot of yards that need it, like mine. So that's what I'm celebrating today is that it rained and I got to just stand in the rain. It felt amazing. Sometimes you just gotta do it. And like I have been so hot. We had a group in yesterday and I told them I'm like Elsa from Frozen. I love the cold. And so to go from that crazy heat, I had a headache, to then just standing in the rain, I just instantly, like my headache was gone. I cooled down. It felt amazing. So that's my good news for today, that it rained and that made me happy. Carol says, I watered this morning early, like washing a car. Oh, that's so true. I actually was thinking about getting a car wash this morning, but I'll have to look at my car and see. Maybe I don't need it anymore. So if you guys have some other good news, please share it. I want to end every update with some fun, good news to celebrate. And so if you've got some good news, we'd love to share it. Otherwise, that's all I have for this week. Hopefully we will see you at the winery this weekend or at Rock the Grounds, out and about, grocery store, who knows? So thank you guys all for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic week. And that's all I got. Cheers.